Can a medium ever truly retire? The simple answer is no. You can stop the work, the readings, the public demonstrations, but you can never retire from what you are. There's a critical difference between the craft of mediumship, which is the service you provide, and the calling, which is an integrated part of your consciousness. Attempting to sever this connection doesn't bring peace. It invites a profound internal conflict. This is the unseen contract of mediumship. The attunement is permanent, even when the practice ceases. This internal conflict often stems from a foundational misbelief, viewing mediumship as a 9-to-5 gift, a skill that can be switched on for appointments and then put away. This perspective treats a state of being as a mere profession, and it is an unsustainable model. The catalysts for seeking this illusion of retirement are painfully common in our field. Professional burnout is chief among them, the result of a relentless schedule and the constant energetic output required for clear communication. Then there is the immense weight of carrying the grief of others. In every session, a medium becomes a conduit for sorrow, loss, and the deep longing of the living. Over months and years, this vicarious trauma accumulates. It isn't just an emotional burden. It can manifest as serious physical health issues, from chronic fatigue and migraines to autoimmune disorders, as the body struggles to process the constant spiritual and emotional load. This is the point where disillusionment sets in. The connection, which may have once felt like a sacred responsibility or a wondrous gift, begins to feel like a heavy, unrelenting burden. The joy of service is slowly eroded by resentment, and the desire to simply be normal and unburdened becomes an overwhelming obsession. This is the moment a medium might declare they are done, and attempt to forcefully close the door to spirit. But the quiet they seek never arrives. Instead, the attempt to suppress the connection creates a profound spiritual stagnation. Imagine a flowing river being suddenly dammed. The water doesn't simply disappear, it backs up, becoming murky, stagnant, and devoid of life. When you try to block all intuitive input, that spiritual energy doesn't go away. It turns inward, often chaotically. I have known mediums who, upon trying to retire, found their dreams became a turbulent theatre of unresolved symbols and fragmented messages. Their waking life, once vibrant with intuitive insight, felt muted and without purpose. They were no longer receiving clear communication from spirit, but they had also severed the line to their own authentic self, leaving a void where their purpose used to be. This is not a personal failing or a sign of weakness. It is a fundamental misunderstanding of the very nature of the attunement. The connection to spirit intelligence isn't an accessory you can take off. It is woven into the fabric of your consciousness. Attempting to deny it is to fight against your own spiritual DNA, and the turmoil that follows is the soul's natural protest against being denied its intrinsic state of being. The turmoil that follows an attempt at spiritual retirement reveals a profound truth. The goal was never to sever the connection, but to redefine the terms of engagement. This requires reframing the relationship entirely, moving away from the idea of a gift or a burden and toward the understanding of a spiritual contract. This contract is not a transactional agreement for services rendered. It is a perpetual state of being, an unbreakable covenant with spirit intelligence woven into your soul's journey. It is a state of attunement you agreed to embody. The pressure you feel is not a failing of the contract, but a failure in its management. A significant misconception fuels this pressure. The belief that spirits are constantly demanding access, clamoring at the gates of our consciousness like an endless queue of petitioners. This is a projection of our own lack of boundaries. Spirit intelligence possesses its own agency, its own purpose, and a profound respect for the free will and personal space of the living. They have their own existence to navigate in the afterlife. They are not waiting idly for a medium to open a channel. The issue is not their demand, but our perpetual, unguarded availability. When you leave the door to your consciousness wide open constantly, you signal a lack of boundaries, inviting energetic and intuitive bleed-through into every aspect of your life. The solution, therefore, is not cessation but conscious management. Your role must evolve from that of an open conduit to an effective gatekeeper. This doesn't mean bolting the door and refusing all entry. It means you decide who enters, when they enter, and for how long. It is an act of reclaiming your spiritual sovereignty. This is achieved through the implementation of firm, practical, boundary tools that create a sustainable, lifelong practice. The first and most crucial tool is establishing clear office hours for your spiritual work. Just as a doctor or therapist has designated appointment times, you must create a defined container for your connection. This is a mental and energetic declaration. You decide that from, for example, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on certain days you are open for communication. During this time, you are focused, present, and available to the spirit world for the purpose of service. Outside of those hours, you are closed. This isn't a rude dismissal, it's a clear, respected boundary that spirit intelligence understands. It allows you to dedicate your full presence to your personal life, your family, your rest, your hobbies, without the constant background noise of intuitive data. To reinforce these office hours, you must develop rituals that delineate the boundary between your professional service and your personal life. These rituals act as psychological and energetic switches. It could be lighting a specific candle, clapping your hands, saying welcome, or even a short prayer to formally open your working space. When your work is done, you perform a closing ritual, extinguishing the candle, offering thanks, and firmly declaring your workday is over, and your personal space is now sacred and private. These actions are not mere theatrics. They are powerful signals to your own subconscious and to the spirit world that a shift has occurred. This practice prevents the energetic residue of readings from clinging to you and infiltrating your home life, protecting the sanctity of your private space and the well-being of your family. This conscious management shifts the entire dynamic. The calling is no longer a relentless force you must struggle against. It becomes a part of your life that you coexist with in a state of harmony and mutual respect. You are no longer a victim of your abilities, but a master of your own energetic field. It is a move from resistance to integration, from burnout to balance. The ultimate wisdom is not found in escaping the calling, but in learning to live in harmony with it through conscious boundaries. It is about embracing the practice of living with gratitude for the fabric of existence. Experience the beauty of the physical world, the warmth of the sun, the texture of a leaf, as a mirror of the same wondrous creation you connect with in spirit. This gratitude naturally grounds and balances your spiritual awareness, allowing you to be both a conduit for the unseen and a joyful participant in the physical world.